happens when you built your business for freedom, but instead you're just receiving burnout. If you're feeling exhausted, overwhelmed, stuck in constant comparison mode, and waiting for external results to give you the validation that you need, this video is for you. Hi, I'm Alethea, the Mystic Mentor for magnetic entrepreneurs who want to create lives of aligned success, freedom, and deep fulfillment. In this video, I'm going to share with you how I completely shifted my energy from a life of burnout, of exhaustion, of just waiting for the next big thing, to a life of purpose, of freedom, and of true fulfillment. When I first decided to build my business, I had a huge, beautiful vision in mind of who I could be, of what I could create, of the people that I could help. And this vision was insanely big, bigger than I could ever be. I thought so anyway. And I started to notice in the process of creating this business that I was becoming obsessed with the results. I was constantly trying to figure out how to grow. I was constantly comparing myself to other people online, other entrepreneurs, what they were doing, how they were successful. I really got into this trap of feeling like I wasn't good enough, like I was never going to be on their level unless I did exactly what they did, which is a dangerous trap to be in. I remember launching the first time and I was checking my email like every 10 minutes to see if a sale dropped in. Spoiler alert, it didn't, because that obsessive energy where you're checking and constantly looking for external validation to fill the hole that's in your soul, it's not gonna work. It's never gonna happen. And I was really like operating from a place of fear, of scarcity, of anxiety, of trauma, of not feeling worthy. And it hurt. It was painful, and the process really like shook me. I recognized so many painful pieces of myself that had not been dealt with, that had not been healed from beginning my business. And I lost track of my vision. And instead I just focused on how could I get better? What could I do to be doing it right, or doing it perfect, or getting the results that I wanted to get? My purpose, my passion wasn't fueled in my vision. I was running from what I wanted to receive and wasn't receiving. It was running from a place of wanting to be validated externally. I wanted the people to tell me that I was doing things right. I wanted to see the money in my bank account that would tell me that I was worthy, that I was enough. And it didn't. And it burnt me out. It burnt me out so bad. It was a very painful time for me. I felt so much anxiety, and the next time I launched, it was like a full trauma response in my body. My stomach hurt. Everything felt so blocked and so heavy and so stuck. And maybe you resonate with this. Maybe you've experienced this at some point in your business or in your life. You had a big vision and you lost sight of it, and instead you felt so much unworthiness, so much comparison. The good news is you're not stuck forever. You can and you will shift out of this if you are focused and committed on doing so. I was disciplined. I was doing all the right things. I was showing up. I was sending the emails. I was doing the posts. I was writing every day. I was diligent. I was disciplined. I was doing the right things, but I was not getting the results. And I think the switch that really changed for me was I shifted from diligence to devotion. A devotion to my vision, a devotion to my passion, a devotion to myself, to not abandon myself, to not leave myself behind, to truly see myself as I am and love her and honor her and accept her. No matter what the external world thought, how they received me, the switch was in devotion. It can be hard to find this devotion when there's so much noise in the external world. You really need to create space for this truth to drop into your lap. And I feel like that's a big trap that a lot of people get caught in is, checking all the things, checking the emails, checking the social media, making sure that what they're putting out is being received well. But really, when you pull your energy back from all of that and you devote your energy to yourself, to your mission, to your vision, to creating, that is when the shift happens. The thing is, devotion isn't just gonna come. It's something you have to dedicate yourself to. Devotion is like a love affair. It's something you have to put your energy into, and it will put its energy back into you. And at this point, I feel like so much of our energy is scattered everywhere. That we forget ourselves, that we forget our vision, that we forget our purpose. And that's definitely what was true for me and what was giving me this burnout. My energy was everywhere. I was checking my emails constantly. I was checking my social media constantly. I was so wrapped up in my external reality and the validation that I wasn't getting that I couldn't even focus on what I was here to do or create or how I was here to serve. And it was detrimental to my nervous system and to myself. It made me feel really, really bad. So the way to shift into the energy of devotion is to really make space for it. Let go of what's not feeling good. Clear it out. Release it from your life so you can focus on creating in alignment with your vision. Living on purpose. Being present in your everyday. Turning off all the extra noise and the external validation and instead connecting with your inner world and yourself and your truth and devoting yourself to yourself. I know it sounds crazy, but it's so true. And I'm going to tell you exactly some habits that you can do, things to let go of, things you can start that is going to help you align with that energy of devotion. First things first, stop scrolling social media. Stop. Get rid of it. Delete the app off your phone. Every social media app that you have, you do not need it. You don't. If you are a content creator, if you want to create content for your business, whatever, post and delete the app. Post on your laptop. It's so possible, okay? You do not need the app on your phone. Delete it. Quit scrolling. It's doing nothing but hurting you. Stop for 30 days. See how you feel. Check in with yourself. Next, stop checking your phone first thing when you wake up in the morning. And stop being on your phone all the way until you go to bed at night. These two periods, when you first wake up and when you first go to sleep, are the strongest times for your subconscious mind to take in what you are giving it. So why don't you give it space? Why don't you give it love? Why don't you feed it the thoughts that you want your subconscious mind to be holding, rather than whatever you're scrolling through that might make you feel bad, that might give you that little comparison mode, that might, kind of set you off a little bit, and your subconscious mind will pick that up and hold on to it and grip it. The feeling of not enoughness, the feeling of comparison, the feeling of you don't have what you desire. Instead, feed it what you want it to be fed. Feed it love, feed it expansion, feed it meditation, feed it stillness, feed it connection and presence with yourself. Turn off your phone the first hour and last hour of the day. Delete social media apps. Next, stop watching TV. Quit streaming, okay? I just want us to really get out of the energy of consumption and get into our creative energy. And these are the habits that are going to help you do that. We're releasing the cheap dopamine hits that we are getting so we can get into an energy of creation and devotion to what we are here to do. No streaming, no processed food, Mm-mm. Feed your body whole, nutritious foods that come from Mother Earth. When you eat whole, healthy foods, something incredible shifts. Your inner world and your inner energy is going to feel so aligned. I almost want to say enlightened, but truly the biggest shift that I have made in my life is choosing to eat whole, healthy foods. That is actually what started my spiritual awakening back when I was 18 years old. Over 10 years ago, was choosing to eat great foods. It opened my mind, it opened my world, it opened my eyes to see so much more. I felt so much better, and I was able to create in such an aligned way. So stop eating processed foods, eat whole, healthy foods. No more drugs, no more alcohol, no more mind-altering substances. Like, that's another big shift that really helped me, was to quit that stuff. And I was an avid smoker, okay? I smoked a lot of marijuana. A lot, all the time, because it helped me be more creative. I felt so good when I was on it, and I never saw myself quitting, but it was a relationship that I really had to let go of. And since letting go, I cannot tell you how magic my life has become. I am so present. I am so much more creative. My ideas are my own. I notice when I go inward and when I meditate, I am connecting to myself, not the energy of the drug that I was putting in my body. It's magic. I have so much more concentration. I am able to do more and be more and create more and expand myself into who I want to become, not stuck in the energies of my past self, where marijuana did feel good to me, because quite frankly, it didn't anymore. So quitting that was huge for me. Quitting alcohol was huge for me. Quit putting substances in your body. It's not worth it. It's not worth it to poison yourself. It's actually so important to align with yourself, to connect with your true self. And how can you do that when you are altering yourself with substances? You cannot. You can't. You can't. Next, engage in a daily mindfulness practice. Whether it's just 5 minutes a day or 10 minutes a day, connecting with yourself is so important. There are so many ways to do this. You can lay down and meditate, very traditional. You can do guided meditations. You can do breath work. You can do a walking meditation where you just walk with no noise, being in nature. So many ways to connect with yourself. I personally love doing mindfulness in the bath. It feels really good for me to lay in hot water and just be. It's a great way to calm your nervous system and to connect with yourself and your own ideas. After doing these things, I start to feel more present. I start to feel more creative. I start to feel more hopeful again. Truly, my life has turned all the way around. I went from exhausted, burnt out, constantly thinking how I could be better and do better and make things work, to an energy of calm, aligned presence and energy. And this works. I've been following these rules for a while now, and I just had a show last weekend. I am a dancer, and before my show, normally I get extremely nervous. I get sick to my stomach. I feel like I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it right. Like, all this perfectionism energy, just like how I felt in my business, goes through my body. No, I walked on stage, no yucky, nervous energy. I actually just felt so present, so in my body, so calm, cool, and collected. And I showed up and I did my routine, and it felt amazing, and people loved me, and I could connect with myself and with them. And that's the energy I want you to bring into your life, into your business, into your creative process. You deserve that. If you want to know more about how to really get into that devoted, creative, calm energy, I've got you. We are doing a 30-day challenge inside my community. It is completely free. It's called the Creatrix Reset. It's essentially going to take you from burnt out to turn on in 30 days. Removing quick dopamine hits and instead replacing them with creativity, with expansion, with relaxation. So you can feel good and receive what you want in a very aligned way, because you deserve that. No more hustle, no more burnout, no more comparison, no more wondering when things are gonna work out for you. Just a deep inner knowing and a purpose to create what you desire to create. I love you so much. I hope to see you inside. The link is in my description box. It's gonna be tons of fun. I promise you that. If nothing else, extremely transformational. Go ahead, comment one thing that you are going to implement into your life. Is it no social media? Is it no phone first last hour of the day? Is it mindfulness? What are you going to implement into your life? Tell me below. I love you. Subscribe if you got anything, and I will see you next week. Bye.